Hey guys, it's Mike. This is Saturday. Today is Saturday, and that means it's time for the Saturday Slashback Challenge. This is the HORRORman's weekly challenge where he gives us a topic for a horror slasher to review, and we meet that challenge every week. So this week's challenge was foreign films. I will be the first to admit that I don't own a lot of foreign films. I'm also going to be the first to admit that even though I love to read, I read all the time, I don't necessarily like reading my movies. So a lot of the reasons that I don't do a lot of the foreign films is because of the subtitles. Not that the subtitles necessarily take anything away from the movie, but yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, I have to read all the time, so when it comes to my movies, just hand it to me, please. Okay, but I did watch the Italian film Deep Red, originally known as Dripping Deep Red. It was made in 1976. It is an Italian film, directed by Dario Argento. I know a lot of people love him. A lot of the foreign film people really respect him as a director. I did watch this with the subtitles, and then I watched it again without the subtitles, and I will admit that I liked them both equally. The setting of this movie is really creepy. It is not a fast-paced movie. It is one of those movies where you just drink it all in. It's just filmed so beautifully, and everything about it is done so well. The parts that are eerie are super eerie. The parts that are graphic are super graphic. It's just a really good movie. It is 101 minutes long. It stars David Hemmings as a pianist. He's actually English. His name is Marcus. His kind of female companion, there's a little bit of a, I don't know if they, a little bit of a love interest there, especially on her side. Her real name is Daria Nicolati, and she plays Gianna. And then his friend is a big booze hound. He's a journalist, but he's also a drunk, and his name is Gabriel Lavia. He plays Carlo. And there's some other characters. There's a psychic. She's not in it very long. So this movie starts out with this psychic at a it's like a convention or like a meeting, a conference of some sort, where people are asking questions, and she starts having these visions of something terrible, and it terrifies her. And then she eventually is attacked in her apartment, and Marcus and Carlo are walking along, and they actually see the attack. So you can't see who the person is because the person is all in black, got black gloves on, a black hoodie, or a trench coat or whatever, and you can't see who it is. But then they start coming after him, these two, well, mainly the main character Marcus, and anyone kind of related to him. So the girl that he considers his girlfriend, she's a victim. Very chilling. This was, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of subtitles, but the subtitles in this movie didn't bother me one bit. There is a version of this, it's the same movie, on Shudder right now. It does not have subtitles. I don't know if this one, I didn't even pay attention to this, whether it was, whether you could do, maybe, it says English subtitles. I just didn't pay attention when I started the movie, so I just watched it with subtitles. Didn't bother me. Like I said, the cinematography is amazing. The settings are amazing. Everything is very creepy, dark, it's just a really good movie. And the person who ends up being the killer is like totally out of left field. It's a crazy fun ride, and I highly recommend this movie. I had never heard of this movie, to be quite honest with you, but Andrew Balana suggested this one. He said it's one of his favorite movies, and I understand why. It's a great movie. I'm glad I had this one in my collection. You can get this movie. It's not the cheapest thing, but you can get it, and if you don't want to buy it, I suggest subscribing to Shudder. It may be on some other streaming sites as well. But yeah, excellent. So that is my Saturday Slashback challenge, guys. Thanks.